Hello everyone, welcome back to the BBL Brawl League Season 3. We're here for episode 33, oh my god. And we're here for the upper division and we are gonna look at Klajd taking on Paranoia. And it's not the Nobles Quarter, it's actually going to be the statue of Count Gotthard. And how is that? Oh wow, this is gonna be great. I like this. I really do hate this map, and because it's such a big map, and as a caster it tends to take a lot of time to play this map. I'm sure some players will agree with me. But it only has 3 different deployments, but one of those deployments is that one team starts around the statue while the other team surrounds them. And that's exactly the kind of thing we have here. So how come we are playing on the statue of Count Gotthard for BBL Brawl League Season 3? Well, you do have 1% chance of rolling this particular map, but that's never happened so far in the entire league. This is going to be the 4th game, I think, on the statue of Count Gotthard, and all 4 times it's been due to the reward system. One of the rewards of this if you win a game here is that you get to pick the map for your next opponent, and that's the only time we've seen statue of Count Gotthard. And since Paranoia did defeat Karond in his first game, that's the reward he happened to get. While we're talking about it, let's bring up the league table. Here you can see that both of these players already playing 1 game each. Klajd defeating Quiz 7-3, Paranoia defeating Karond, very impressive 6-3. And a little bit of an upset here. He did defeat him in the qualifying League 1 as well. So props to Paranoia. And both of the players are taking on one another here before most players have even played a single game. We're gonna follow this game from Klajd's perspective, of course. He's playing as the Witch Hunters, Paranoia as the Mercenaries. We can see the top left corner here, 178 morale for Klajd, 124 for Paranoia. Yeah, they're talking a little bit because they just had a crash just as they had started. They only had to play 2 minutes and then they crashed. So they're recreating everything, and here we go. Let's skip ahead of the deployment and wish both of the players good luck. And here we go, the very first time. As you can see, if you look at the minimap, oh my god, yeah, you see that? Paranoia is really spread out on the map, and effectively this could be a really bad for him, because what Klajd could do here is gather up all of his team into one ball and roll up the line or get 1 or 2 characters. Could also divide his team into 2 to just chase down some of the units here. Well, there will always be units of Paranoias that are a little bit off. He might try and center them around a little bit, but really his most realistic option is actually moving forward, but not so much forward that Klajd can surround that unit and kill it before reinforcements arrive. It's a very tricky question here. He needs to use the buildings as well as he can. And with Klajd moving most of his units in one direction here, it does give an indication of what he is actually going to do. Very odd position there, starting on the very top. Could have been a very good position for the archer instead. I wonder why Paranoia put the archer in the lower left corner. He's trying to run away here. Might go more towards the center. Taking even more damage. He doesn't have too much in the way of wounds here that he can afford that. See what Paranoia decides to do. Seems to be moving towards the top center position here with most of his units. Can I actually reach the... There's no chance of the warrior priest going in there, I can tell you that. That morale of Klajd's is so high, it's almost impossible here to rout him unless you kill almost every single unit of his. That is the power of morale in this particular format, when what matters most is the win. Because with the win you do get to roll on the reward table, and with the reward table you could get very good bonuses, specifically the extra PV, which gives you a massive head start here, and that's why Klajd is probably one of the favorites in the upper division here, since he has the most extra PVs out of anyone, 2 extra ones. Same as Hole Poker, another good player. Alright, that's very decisive of him. Seems like one of the ideas here of Klajd could be to try and split Paranoia's team up. If there is a big brawl here taking place with many of Paranoia's characters and all of Klajd's, it's still gonna give Klajd a numerical advantage, since those units at the far right, they're gonna take at least 2 turns to get into the fight here. And what's gonna happen to that poor archer at the very bottom? Should be at least one more archer for Paranoia. He grudgingly said that he did not like having the archers. He wants to focus on a melee warband and a melee power, but he's forced to take them since he has 2 Lasco talent warriors. It means he can only have 3 warriors as henchmen, since there's a cap of only bringing 5 units maximum of one type. At least with the henchmen, once they have a cap of 5. Hits a trap here, losing out on the remaining movement. As with Paranoia faced Kiranpao, he played a little bit with the marksman here as melee units as well. Klajd is also a very heavy melee focused warband. Might get an archer zealot eventually, but so far it's mostly melee from him. You can see the wolf priest there at the very end of the street. He will have enough movement to move away. 6 blue pills should be available to him. Well, Klajd has grouped up his entire warband here in one go. Gonna be troublesome for Paranoia to do anything likewise. He's gonna try and do the same here, getting his team into a big nice group as well, and Klajd is gonna try and cut him off. Here we go, right from the start. Nice ambush by Klajd, and Paranoia walking straight into that. It's gonna be very deadly here for Lurker Sobolinski. Gets a stun from the overpower. This is so powerful for Paranoia. The overpower is extremely good with Ulasko talent warriors. It's one of the main builds for them. That's gonna be a one-on-one though. There's no way that Klajd can get up there, so this is not This is more for anchoring the line and making sure that Paranoia will come to Klajd rather than Klajd needing to get to Paranoia. You can see it's itching ever closer here with the captain. It's gonna be very tricky. This game, both of the Templars do have quite a punch packing in them, as well as the Witch Hunter captain, of course, but the two Let's Got Talent warriors, they can really hurt you. Oh wow, yeah, he could actually get a finishing blow here and then move away if he wants to, and he's putting himself in good positions too. Moves into the Witch Hunter captain. Might not be a good idea here. I'm not sure I really like this move by Paranoia. That is very good, however. He used a single attack here to trigger the passive, and this is why the Last Got Talent warriors are so powerful with overpower. Meaning that he gets plus 20% hit chance. That's cancelling out some of the penalty of overpower, which is the hit penalty to produce that stun resistance check. And then scores a critical hit, meaning that Witch Hunter captain is gonna have minus 10% chance to hit. And the 49 warrior priest here might actually be just enough to finish him off. I don't know to work with the wolf priest. If I said anything else, ignore it. 49 initiative, indeed. It's just before the Witch Hunter captain. Well, you just have to laugh. Paranoia has done 3 jump down rolls so far. He's taking damage on all 3. Even complaining here in the chat is certainly not happy about taking another 9 damage like this. What can Yorick Rosenbach do here? It's a good target to go after the marksman, actually. He's not gonna... I mean, yes, it is a hero, and yes, he can do 2 attacks, but he's also vulnerable to dying. Because he can't take too many hits here. This is a level 2 warrior priest. Klajd really power leveled him up. He said that he had the luxury of facing an undead warband with mostly zombies and in the PvE, and that certainly does help. Managing to get quite a lot of kills on them, and it's certainly possible to get to level 2 right away after just 2 games. Since you only need 24 XP. And just from the hard missions alone, that's yeah, very doable. What is it? 6 per mission? 6 XP. The most valuable warrior and so forth, and you can easily get up to 24.
A new round has started.
Could go after and hold up the wolf priest here. That's gonna be a good choice to do. Is he in an ambush? If that's so, then that's a poor ambush. No, it's not. Gonna definitely lock him down. Might be able to disengage from that actually in that position, but it could be other units that's coming in here for Klajd to hold this unit down. See, this level 0 wolf priest is not gonna pose too much trouble. Did a respectable amount of damage though, but we might see a kill coming in now. Or is he too far? Yeah, he's just out of range. Trying to deny as much space as possible. This character can definitely reach in here and he can do a lot of damage on this Wolf Priest. With this little dagger. 25 damage starting off, it's not gonna kill him. 10 wounds left remaining. So he is going to get to do 2 attacks here before he's going to get eradicated, and this is one of the problem warriors. A nice advantage here is that the captain of Paranoia actually gets to move before the Witch Hunter captain. They both have the same initiative, and that could really pay off for Paranoia since he's relatively near, he's in the building nearby, and he could go in and actually finish off the Witch Hunter captain. He should have the movement to do so. Failing the all alone check, oh my god. Yeah, very, very lucky here, Klajd. Always said that Klajd is definitely the luckiest player in Mordheim in the whole world. No one is more lucky than Klajd. Statistically, throughout every single game that he plays. Second up would be Ainir and then everyone else. Could definitely go in. He doesn't reach the Witch Hunter captain. I wonder why not. Why is he not going for him? Why did he? Where's the mercenary captain? Where's the mercenary captain? What did he do? He was very nearby here. Why isn't he here? I think that's a very odd decision by Paranoia, unless I've been misreading exactly where the Witch Hunter, where the mercenary captain was. This is the charge here. Did that just to be able to get into a parry stance. Is he blocking the doorway with that Alaska Talent Warrior? Is that one of the reasons? And either way, needs to do something here with the double Templars because there's a pain train coming through to hit Klajd, and that's the double Alaska Talent Warriors. Really needs to neutralize them as soon as possible. And there's a clear path through here. Gonna block the path now. Where did that mercenary captain go? And didn't do anything during his turn. It's very surprising. Game changing even. Still no deaths here, but might want to disengage and move in with the Templar. Transfrontac needs to do a flee here if he doesn't want to stay in this fight now. Yeah, he's gonna try and stay in it, which means that he is going to most likely go down. Can he get in on the fight here? Yes, of course he can. Even doing a charge. Two more attacks. Not gonna finish off the Alaska Talent Warrior, but remember that the Alaska Talent Warriors here, they do have a pretty low chance of passing the all alone checks. This is their main weakness because they're focusing so much on intelligence to master that skill. I'm gonna see if they're gonna survive that. Oh, 56% chance he makes it. Some of the luck is turning around here for Paranoia. I think that's a good choice. He's still in a parry stance. Yeah, he should probably have checked that. I'll take that back. If he knew how much wounds he had remaining, he should have hit someone else. Like the other Templar there, he did not have a parry chance on him. Equalizing the score here, but losing a Last Got Talent Warrior is really big for Paranoia. That's where the main part of his damage comes from, and I think this is a good choice. Putting himself in the web of steel there, making sure that he cannot be surrounded. Only dueling, and a duel he should win against most targets. See one of the marksmen here with a bow. It's really walking a long
Objectives updated.
way off. Oh wow. So picking off Klajd's idol here, minus 16 morale. That's why he went behind the statue. That's where Klajd's wagon was. Does he want this fight to happen? Warrior Priest against Last Got Talent? I don't think so. We see the captain as well where he was, but did something happen to him? Is he exceptionally slow? He has to put heavy armor on without lots of questions to be answered there. Heavy armor without actually having any knowledge Mordheims or armor proficient skills. 1-1 so far, but it's a hero killed from Paranoia, and Klajd has only lost a henchman so far. And not even one of his leveled up henchmen. Baron Leopold. Could be advantageous to go in against the Templar here, but yeah. Klajd has missed a few ones there, but that parry, that 44% parry against Paranoia's Last Got Talent Warrior really did a lot of good for him. Imagine if that had not been parried, and he could have kept hitting him with 3 more attacks. Of course, it's
a new
big gamble by
has
Paranoia.
started.
Should have probably gone somewhere else. Should definitely done something else. Losing a second hero, not as valuable this time. Searching for that archer. Doesn't seem to be even close to this particular spot. Trying to get him to use a moment here, and I think that was good by Klajd. He's limiting the options that Paranoia has to fight back, and that's a really poor ambushes, both of them, if there is ambushes, and I think there is. He has to walk straight into that. There are no ambushes. But you are in parry stance. Does he actually want to attack here? Alright, he does. Might be a little impatient here by Klajd, unless he has a specific plan with getting rid of the red pills here for someone else to come in and take over the effect. Not in a parry stance. You see Vengeance, there is a very nice skill that triggers for all of the Zealots whenever they are hit, meaning that they will do 10% more damage based off their base weapon. So why early on you might see a lot of experienced Witch Hunter players picking out hammers, since they do the most base damage, and since you get 10% off your base weapon, it makes sense to use the weapon that makes the most damage. Maces of course are pretty good as well, yes, it's access, they're not far behind. Lerke Jurgens might be in for a whole lot of damage. Yeah, what will the captain do now? I mean, he is... Okay, so he's disengaging, but what kind of position is he going to go towards? What is his end game here? Narrowly avoided that that ambush by the Flagellant. Mastered Insult. Mastered Insult. That's the first master skill we see in the Body Brawl League. Very dedicated Paranoia here to reducing the chances. So it's blocking the doorway here, meaning you need to walk around to engage, and he's gonna do that. He has 2 henchmen around. Getting some help. Very heavy damage done by these Templars, and it's probably because they are already having armor proficient, or they, at the very least they seem to have increased their strength quite a bit. Definitely one of the best early melee characters. They do good damage to them almost no matter what weapon they do use. Well, the last Talent Warrior is coming up here, and if no one is gonna block him off, he could just go in and start doing a big amount of damage on either the... Yeah, I mean we have a Warrior Priest in ambush there, but he can walk around it because he's only on one side, so he's only covering really the Witch Hunter Captain, but Gustav Moll here is not protected. Is he gonna tie up the last Talent Warrior here? No, he's gonna use a delay. Alright. Well, he needs to do something, and he could go into the Templar, and that would actually do a lot of damage to him. If he fails to parry, he could realistically die. Better chance to go into the last Talent Warrior now that he's not in Web of Steel for that Zealot tank. Playing a little bit into Klajd's game here, Paranoia. Probably wants to engage this fight, he needs to help out. But if he does engage with one more warrior on the Templar, they get a 10% melee resistance. Could also come out and help his captain. It seems that like that's what he wants to do. Still a numerical disadvantage, of course, to Paranoia, but it's even further so since he has some archer units that are just roaming around the map, not really helping out right now. They have not done a single point of damage to the enemy. Done a little morale damage, yes, from taking the idol, but that's it. Forming another delay. I cannot get through. Put himself in an awkward spot. Could potentially do some damage. Well, he's hoping that he goes down and starts firing at the Templar, I suppose, so he can go in with another unit. Misses the charge, 58% chance. Might this be... oh yeah, might this be the end of the Warrior Priest? 35 damage. Could very well be. Misses the follow-up attack. He's gonna have 3 more attacks on him. He needs to miss one of these or the Warrior Priest is going to go down. 95% chance of a hit. One more. Does indeed kill him. So that's 2 heroes gone for Paranoia, 1 hero and 1 henchman gone for Klajd. Still relatively even here, and Klajd's morale is not looking invincible after that idol has been taken. I don't think that would have been in the best interest actually if he yeah. There were other choices he could have done there. I mean, he's giving 10% melee resistance there to the Templar. Needs to kill one of the Templars here, so that's the big chance here for Paranoia to turn this thing around. He needs to kill one of the Templars. Klajd is starting to missing a bit, and it's going to have an effect on the battlefield as well. This is not an all-alone check right now, but it will be an all-alone check once the parry captain goes down.
Started.
I mean the mercenary captain. Still not an all-alone check. Because this is an A versus B versus A versus B versus A situation, and the game counts that as not enough. Probably a good choice here if he's gonna lose one henchman, might as well take one with him. Alright, so he's giving battle to this. I thought he would actually not do that. Tit for tat, 23 damage each. 30 damage. How much is gonna take in return? 24. There's the vengeance kicking in here. Doing a little bit more damage. It's not that much as you might think here. I mean, a basic weapon is not doing that much. It's why generally they are. I mean, even if you have a hammer, for instance, a white hammer is 24 damage on average. It's 2.4 extra that you do. But because of vengeance, one of the main way of doing triggering vengeance and doing a lot of damage with that is, of course, having two-handed weapons on the Zealots. Might we see an insult coming in? Baron Leopold might be going down here. Klajd being a little bit lucky, being right in front, getting the turn right for him once more. He's done that twice in a row now. Manages a hit. Needs to miss one of these attacks or it's all over. There we go. Baron Leopold might get another turn here. He's gonna take another lone check now because now it's 3 against 1. 3 against 2. That's gonna put Last Lieutenant War in an awkward position. Can he make consistently those 60% of the lone checks? We are going to have to find out. Let's just hope he does not attack the Templar now. Doesn't he have a red pill left over? Should probably use Master Insult on another character as well that he plans to bring down. Does he have a counter attack? Yes, he does! Oh, he's so lucky, Paranoia now. That was a poor decision. That was a very poor decision. That was the last amount of damage he got to do. Hoping that Web of Steel is gonna trigger twice here. We will see. Templars are at least going to try out. Let's see how they do. Most likely Gustamal is going to kill him. But can he kill him in one go? Well, it's not gonna do any kills like this. I really didn't want the Web of Steel to get a free counterattacks off here on the captain. Would have done that against any other character, just attacked in there, but not now. Not now. He doesn't want to take any more damage on this Templar. He needs them to be alive. It's fun to see these are the two warmans that have focused most on insults so far in the entire league. Only ones that have insults so far that I know of as well. And mastered insult on the leader. That's kind of impressive. That is very impressive by Paranoia. Heavy focus there. Could go in here and force another alone check on one of these warriors. Is that going to be worth his time? Still needs to take off 31 morale here. That warrior is almost full health. Fails to parry. And we have everything equal right now. They have lost the same amount of heroes and henchmen. And Web of Steel, good deterrent for further damage. The Archers still not doing anything, they are circling around in Overwatch. They are so far off. I don't know why he's not getting closer. I mean, even if someone charges one of the Archers, at least it's taking some of the pressure off his melee line here that's rapidly dying. Remember that Klajd has a full melee warband and Paranoia does not, so he has 2 less units and he needs to... Oh wow, yeah, that really paid off there. Might we finally see one of the marksmen attempt to do some damage? Yes, we do! Very nice shot. Very nice shot indeed, killing off the level 3
has started.
henchman there. Oh my god, failed the parry roll, 65%. You can see this is Klajd. This is Klajd in his S. This is Klajd in his ace. This is Klajd as the luckiest player in the world. Remember that Flagellant is a little bit hurt here. Getting 2 more attacks on him could spell his end. Not that it's gonna die from that, 179 wounds, but it would have taken more damage. Yeah, indeed. Saying that with a bit of irony, of course. Klajd is also a good player, so a lot of players they do like to blame on the bad luck when you do lose. Putting a lot of his units here in all alone check. The only thing that's good for Paranoia right now is he doesn't have helmets on all of these, so he has slightly higher chance of surviving. Also, all alone check on this poor Let's Go Talent Warrior. He's in Web of Steel though. See if he can make a parry here. No, he cannot. 70%. Yeah, that's... One more parry attempt. Does not get a counter attack right now. He doesn't have any more red pills left remaining. I think that's a sensible move by Paranoia, letting the Templar here do most of the damage. Go straight through the parry once more, gonna get a counter attack. Yeah, Paranoia is rapidly losing out. Can he do something? Is the Let's Go Talent Warrior going to survive for this turn? Let's see. He has a 86% hit chance. That's quite a lot. Needs to be very lucky. He needs to have a miss and he will survive. That does not happen. And both of the Let's Go Talent Warriors are done, and Paranoia is recognizing as GG. Does he want to... He's gonna take a round test coming up, but does he have a character to take it? No, I don't think... No, he doesn't. They're all done. Congratulations to Klajd, 5-4, very close fought game here. And thank you Paranoia for putting up such an admirable fight. Hope you enjoyed watching this game, and thank you for watching. Farewell for now.